Hi, this is Leslie again with Nvidia, and I am with Nigel Lowry, and we're here to talk about Serious Sam 3.
Correct.
So, it sounds like, so you just showed me the game. It looks like a lot of fun. So what can you tell me about the kind of the similarities from previous Serious Sam that people will still see and enjoy in this version?
Crow Team, the developer, they developed all the Serious Sam games, and they designed Serious Sam 3 to be a true arcade-style, old-school first-person shooter. They wanted to make it very much in the vein of Serious Sam: The First Encounter, the original game. So it's all about tons of enemies and lots of action, non-stop action. No cover, no hiding. It's about grab your guns, all your guns, go blazing, and take out just, it's pure fun. It's just pure shooter fun. So that's what they aim to do, and I think that's what's going to set them apart from more modern shooters. Just to go back to that, go back to the basics.
So you saw just a variety of enemies and their skills. What do you think is going to be one of the more challenging that people are going to run into?
Well, the constant challenge is the iconic headless kamikaze. They just appear in the distance and run at you in large groups. That's always very challenging because you hear them, you panic, and you start firing because you know they're going to run right into you. But there's quite a few new ones. I think there's the Scrapjack is a big lumbering guy that fires rockets. In the spirit of the game, you can't hide behind anything. So if you're hiding behind a column trying to dodge or hiding behind a wall, boom, they'll bring it right down. So I think overall, it's not really just one enemy. It's the fact that there's 30 or 40 of them attacking at once. That's what's really good. That's the challenge there.
Yeah, 30 or 40, and they're all doing different things at you.
There's a lot of stuff you didn't see. There's enemies that are actually going to be flying in from the top. There's enemies that burrow in from the ground. So it'll definitely keep you on your toes. And it'll keep you firing. Got to keep your finger on the trigger the whole time.
So we've talked about some of the similarities and kind of the classic, what people are going to feel and keeping what they've been fans of. What are some of the improvements? It's a new engine, so what are they going to see that's new and different?
This is Crow Team's proprietary engine called Serious Engine 3.5, actually. Serious Engine 3 was used in the original Serious Sam HD, the remakes we just put out. And this has been finely tuned specifically for this kind of game. Lots of action, a lot of things happening at once, explosions, effects. Like I said, 30 to 40 enemies, coming from above and below. And there's 16-player co-op, right? So you can play through that same campaign with 16 people going at once. So they needed to build an engine around that kind of technology, and that's what they set out to do, and that's what they've done. And maintain a high level quality. So you'll see all sorts of advanced physics and effects, but also keeping the game together and keep it fluid and keep it moving. So
when you're whether co-op or single player, you've got a variety of weapons at your disposal. What is your favorite weapon and why?
Oh, that's tough. My favorite is the new shotgun, which is an automatic shotgun that fires exploding rounds because it gets the job done. It's just when you're in this panic and have all these things running at you, you can fire off a lot of quick rounds. I think the fans, and me too, I'm a fan, but most of the fans would say they're big fans of the cannonball. You shoot a cannon, literally cannonballs roll across the entire environment and take out everything in their path. And when you have 16 people playing at once and you see cannonballs flying throughout the air, going over ground, it's just total chaos, and I think a lot of people have fun with that. So it's really up to the fan, but I think those are two of the highlights for me.
Awesome. On the hardware side, when a PC gamer is getting ready to play Serious Sam 3, is there any specific minimum spec that you've already determined that they should play on?
Actually, I believe if you go to a partner like Nvidia.com, they actually have the specs on there. There's a minimum spec which will handle it, very similar to Serious Sam HD, but there's a recommended which is slightly above, and it has they're not as bad as tough as some of the other games that are out there, but that's because Crow Team has excellent engineers, and they wanted to make sure it worked for a variety of hardware, and it was very accessible. So they actually let you tinker a lot with the settings. So if you don't have the best machine in the world or the finest machine, you can actually work with it because they still want people to be able to play. So
then if you turn everything on and you want to turn everything up, take advantage of all the physics and all the graphic glory that you can get, what do you think there?
You have the better computer you have, the better unit that you have, the better graphics card that you have, the more impressed you might be with the game's visuals and the engine. So.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time,
Leslie. Yeah.
and continue to go to geforce.com for more Gamescom updates. Thank you.